Today we are going to discuss about maximum subarray. Given an integer array nums, find the contiguous subarray containing at least one number which has the largest sum and return its sum. So basically we are given an array, complete array. We need to find the maximum subarray which forms the largest sum, and we need to return the maximum sum. So I will explain with this example. So this approach is called as cadence algorithm basically, and what we do is here we will iterate over one by one element in the entire array, and we will check the previous element with the current element. If the previous element is greater than 0, we will add that value to the current value, and we will update the current max value. And we have one more variable called global max value, which will update which is compared with the maximum value at the current value, which is current max value, and among that we will update the max value for the entire array. So take this example. Here we have -2 1 -3 4 -1 2 1 -5 4. So here the initial value is -2, so current max value will be -2 minus global will be -2 because there are no other elements. Next, coming to here, we have 1. So when comparing 1, the previous value is -2 and the previous value is -2. So -2 plus 1, which is -2, is less than 0. So we will not add to the current value. So the current value remains, max value remains as 1, and the global max value is -2. And we'll check with 1, which is 1 is max. So it updated to 1. So next, -3. So for the -3, we'll check the previous value, which is 1, which is greater than 0. We'll add to the current input value and it becomes -2. So the current maximum becomes -2. And we'll check with the global maximum, which is 1. So the global max 1 sum again remains 1. Next, the element 4. It checks with the previous element, which is -2. So the -2 is less than 0. So we will not add to the current value. And the current maximum becomes 4. And the global maximum becomes compared with the previous value 1 and 4. So here the thing is, we are updating the input original array with the current value and the current value plus previous value, previous maximum, previous value. Yes. So next we got -1. The previous value is 4. So we will add 4 to -1 because it's greater than 0. So it becomes 3. And we will compare with 4, which is 4 is max. So global max value remains 4. And next 3 is greater than 0. So we added to 2 and the value becomes 5. And among 4 and 5, the max value is 5. So global max value will be 5. And next 1. And the previous value is 5, which is greater than 0. So we will add 5 to 1, which becomes 6. And among 5 and 6, the max value is 6. And next -5 and 6, when we add 6 to -5, it becomes 1. And 1 and 6, the global max value will be 6. And the next value is 4. And we will check with the previous value, which is greater than 0. So we'll add 1 to 4 and becomes 5. And we'll check with the global max value 6 and current max value, which is 5 and 6. And the current max value will remain 6. So the entire maximum sum for the entire array will be 6. So here initially I'm taking the global max value, which is maximum. I'm taking as initial value and iterating over the array. I'm checking if the previous value is greater than 0. We'll add it to the current value and we'll update the array. And we'll check with compare with the global maximum, which is maximum. And the current maximum will be the nums of I. And finally we'll return the maximum. Sometimes it takes LeetCode for number of submissions. Sometimes it becomes 90%, 81%, 30%. We need to resubmit sometimes. Yeah, it's from 93%. Thanks, guys.